Kevin, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Ti'n croeso iawn.
Do you mind telling us a little bit about the production? In a nutshell, what is it?
In a nutshell, this is a documentary that's been commissioned by S4C as part of the centenary celebrations next year, 2014. We pitched an idea based on, very loosely, on whether Dylan Thomas was a Welsh speaker or not. And we just felt it was a good enough sort of springboard into a deeper sort of exploration of the culture of belonging, in a way, in something I'm personally very interested in, being sort of half Welsh.
Why did you decide to work with Rhys again? Was he the perfect choice for this job?
Yeah, really. I mean, we go back to Twin Town, and yeah, I mean, we've stayed in touch over the years, and yeah, absolutely. I mean, he did Dylan Thomas, which I saw him in at the National years ago. He has a really good personal sense of language, which I think he underestimates in himself, and hopefully this will bring that out in him, bring his confidence out in terms of what he's capable of linguistically. He's very good with words, personally himself, So that's really exciting in terms of what we'll be able to do with voiceover.
Rhys was saying that he was on some kind of personal journey to find out more about Dylan Thomas. Do you feel that you're on that journey with him?
Very much so. We're very much sort of collaborative kind of team in how we're working together. It was interesting using Rhys as a presenter, which he wouldn't be used to. So it's great using an actor, because presenting is a different craft. I sort of presented myself years ago, and it's very strange sort of netherworld of performance and journalism in a way. So it was very interesting, sort of casting Rhys out initially into this sort of new world, which he was quite sort of, confused about at first in terms of whether he was supposed to be himself, be a persona, put something on. The truth is, the process, or the way that we're working in terms of gathering information and creating our narrative in post-production, he's able to find his own sense of what he is in relation to telling the story of what we're sort of making up as we go along, really, because we're not writing this. We're not trying to sort of prove something that we're pre-writing. We're trying to just find our own journey.
How long have you been working on this production now, Kevin?
We've been on this production since October, I think. We started, something like that. Yeah, we're just doing odd days here and there. It's a slightly different approach. I'm sort of applying what I learnt as a documentary maker many, many years ago in a sort of video diary sense. I was one of the first video diarists when video diaries started with the BBC. So that was all about shooting sort of from the hip, gathering a lot of material. Sometimes, my first documentary, I shot 95 hours of material, spent nigh on 4 months cutting. But that was a different, it's very different to paper cut, which is sorting out the stories beforehand, and that's the way I like to work. So really it's a case of getting Rhys when he's available and go and see him in a caravan, perhaps on set, wherever he's shooting, wherever, in the world. It's more relaxed, it's more, I hate the word organic, but what's organic in Welsh?
Organic.
Here we are, the organic.
You've collated quite a bit of information by now,
Oh, yeah.
So do you feel that you're somewhat nearer to knowing who Dylan Thomas was?
No, I mean, we're closer to knowing that it doesn't matter. That's the journey I find that we're really making now. Is that it's time to re-engage him with a new generation, and I think great art deserves that, and I think it's good enough art to be able to rediscover it through new mediums, and that's what we're discovering. So in terms of knowing the man personally, I'm not really that interested historically. I'm not really interested in who Shakespeare was personally. It's in his work. It speaks for itself. Dylan Thomas's work speaks for itself. We must never ever forget the words.
Well, all the best with the production.
Thank you very much indeed.
And diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch.